My name is Feya Faku. I play trumpet and flugelhorn.
Hi, my name is Andile Yenana. I play piano.
I play music that I write for myself, which is, I guess, South African kind of music that I play. It's influenced by traditional Xhosa music, church music, and all that, comes out in the music.
Pretty much the same with Feya because I come from the same area with him. In the Eastern Cape, it's the Xhosa region, and I play music with those inflections as well, of the Xhosa tradition.
I guess we both come from that apartheid era whereby there was no music in our schools. We had to fend for ourselves, and we went to varsity pretty much late after our 20s. Yeah, and then we started. For instance, myself, I started picking up trumpet at the age of maybe 20, but I was only serious when I was 22, 23 years.
And so were you listening to American jazz?
Yeah, before, yeah. I mean, those jazz records at home. I mean, in our homes, there's always been jazz music. I was fortunate when I went to Natal University. I had piano lessons with Darius Brubeck. He's the one that started that institution there. I had that privilege, really.
And so what music was in your homes that you were listening to?
Well, for me, like I said earlier on, I was very lucky because there was old men who used to work for Till Records. I don't know whether Till Records had to do with Gallo, the company. And, I actually, to be honest, I stole his records, but he was not listening to them anyway. And there were a lot of Blue Note records. So, I get to know Dexter Gordon, Lee Morgan, Freddie Hubbard, and all those people. Yeah. Within the collection that I stole, there was South African, like the classic Kalinkomo, Springs, the Soul Jazzmen in Tupego. Soul Jazzmen, they used to practice closer to the house where I was born, And then there was this great pianist who left, Sheikh Mkuzwa. I think he was bad, as you guys say. His compositions were very modern, like more like Horace Silver, kind of, like in the 60s, early 60s in South Africa at the time. You can imagine. That's a genius. Yeah. So I was lucky. I was a listener. So when I pick up the trumpet, it was very natural because I absorbed all those melodies. I listened to Dexter Tanya when I was 12 years old. My sister was a teacher by profession, so she had a collection of records, just like Andile's dad. I had an honor to meet him. And then when we met, we were talking about CDs. Hey, Fair, that record? And he's, very beautiful old man. And he knows Hugh Maseke and Gwanga from the days when they were with Hudson. His father studied there. I didn't know that. For instance, if you listen to McCoy Tyner, McCoy, even Love Supreme, it has that influence for me, those quartals and the rhythms. What I like about the kind of traditional music we're talking about, it has a swing in it, For instance, you know why I say that? Because for me, the swing, if you listen to Elvin, something I learned from Big, there is a triplet which is hidden. You don't play it, you don't impose it, but it's there inside, which gives it a certain flow and a bounce, For instance, I have this song, Jenny Home.
Yeah.
It comes from that. And I wrote this song when we were at school together at Varsity. I used to take a bus, and then you could tell the air, when you get to the Transkei, that's our region, that it's it's so natural. It's green in a different way. It's not artificial, it's so natural. And that's when I came with this song. It's like, You know, the triplet I'm talking about, but you could play it 4/4 like battle. You know, there's that bounce and that fade. You know, that's what I like about our music. It's so open. You know, it's the pentatonic. You know, but it's so open. You can use any colors you want. Because people were killed, man. I know when I was a kid. 76, we were killed like birds, Yeah. I mean, like Andile is saying, you can elaborate on the Kalinkom.
Oh yeah, Kalinkum was done in '68 by Winston Mankunku. That was a protest song, that you wrote. There's Intlupheko.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of music that was written by the Blue Note guys before they left in '64.
Scholarly department
Scholarly
from
department from KP. I mean, these were the musicians that were playing behind the curtain.
I mean, so
Miriam Makeba brought a lot of that stuff when she went to the US. It was stuff that was sung here. It was all protest music, basically, all of it, most of it. I guess now, for me, I find it very difficult now because we are not vocalizing any of the stuff that we do. We play instruments, and I think the intention is conveyed, in the melody and the sound, and I think it's pretty much deeper for your ordinary guy to actually get into it.
Which I think that is why we don't gig that much,
Exactly.
Yeah, because the audience here needs to be educated as well because they make noises. And we're in the Joy of Chairs, it was hard because there were people behind us and listening to Kate Elling, listening to what's the other band before, like the tribute to Miles. It's too much noise,
And when you start,
and then when they started saying "keep on, keep your," and then the whole house just went wow, and then it was chaos in the air.
and if you sing in a particular language, I mean, there's 12 languages in the country. If you sing in a particular language, then you'll be grouped, according to that ethnic enclave, you know what I mean, and you become that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there are only 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's
I like that.
it's more harder.
That is why we don't confine ourselves, because
so there are 13
culture
languages.
sometimes can be an impediment, to progress, And there's this tendency of mixing tradition and culture,
So there are 13 languages in South Africa. The 13th being music.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.